How's it going, guys? My name is Daniel. Today we're going to be doing a really easy, really simple yeast experiment. So for materials, we have 4 bottles, 4 balloons, 4 packets of active dry yeast, and granulated sugar. It's important to understand before I start that yeast is a eukaryotic single-cell microorganism. Therefore, it is alive. And today, we're going to be going through the process of fermentation. All right, so the first step, before the first step, I want to preface by saying don't be like me and please buy a siphon. Because as you can see, we're kind of using a janky setup here where we have to use a piece of paper. But let's get into it. Step 1, you want to get water that's around 100 to 110 degrees, and you want to pour specifically 8 ounces for each one. You have to do exactly the same for each bottle. So we're going to start out, hopefully without spilling and making a huge mess. And I made a huge mess. It's okay. That's part of the fun. And honestly, it gets better. All right, so where are we at? We're at 3. 6.8. 7.8. So now we just have to add actually, let's add a little bit more. And we are essentially at 8. I'm going to take this little wet piece of paper out now, and I'm going to do the same thing for all of the other pieces or all of the other bottles. All right, so step 2, we are going to add the yeast to every single one of these packets. Unfortunately, we lost the little paper siphon after the first bottle, so we had to go get another one. We got the measurements as close as possible. So now we're just gonna add the yeast to every single bottle, and then after that, we'll go on to the next step. Make sure it gets all in there. So there's gonna be still some left inside the paper. Just make sure you kind of tap the paper a little bit. All right. And then we're gonna just repeat the process for every single one of the bottles, and I will see you guys on step 3. See, now, if you're a person who likes to ask a lot of questions, you might be asking, Daniel, why did you label it 0, 1, 2, 3 instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, I actually have an answer to that. So for bottle 0, we're actually gonna put 0 teaspoons of sugar. For bottle 1, we're gonna put 1, and the steps just follow. It's just self-explanatory. Come on now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Again, we lost the siphon again. It was just, the siphons are just dying one by one. So we're gonna try to kind of just hope it all goes in. And it's going in all very nicely. Better than before. Bottle 2, we're gonna put 2 teaspoons. First one's gonna hopefully go in pretty nice. There we go, perfect. Slow and steady. Bottle 3, here we go. Now I'm trying to get most of it in there. Obviously it's a little bit hard, but we got it all in there. So 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 3 teaspoons of sugar for each bottle. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lid on each bottle, and we're just gonna give it a little shake. Not too much, because you don't wanna accidentally mess up your experiment. So I think that, let me get this closed. Shake like this. Perfect, done, mix. Take this bottle off. We're gonna have to try and do this part as quick as possible because I might do one of those things. Gotta get this 3rd bottle in. All right, so now we're gonna try and get the balloons on as quickly as possible because this thing, depending on how you're doing it, might go really fast. All right, bottle 1, done. Bottle 2. You have to make sure that the balloons are on very tightly, otherwise your whole experiment can just be ruined. As simple as that. Right, bottle 2, and now bottle 3. So I'm gonna quickly explain what's happening before we come back with the results. So what's gonna happen is the yeast is going to digest the sugar, and it is gonna release carbon dioxide, and you'll see through the experiments that the size of the balloons are going to change. Some are going to expand, some might not. But we'll see you back in just a few. All right, after about 20 to 25 minutes, we can see the results. As you can see, bottle 0, unfortunately, gets 0 play. 0 sugar. He's flat, unhappy, smokes 10 packs of cigarettes a day. Bottle 3 on the right, gets all the sugar, wife, family, 6-figure job, gym. He's full, he's healthy, he's happy. Now let's dive into why that is. So the reason why that is because bottle 0, as I said before, got literally 0 sugar, whereas bottle 3 on the right got 3 teaspoons of sugar. Now, this process is described as fermentation. Now, Daniel, what is fermentation? Let me tell you. Fermentation is an anaerobic process in which glucose, aka sugar, gets broken down without the use of oxygen. So, we can see that with the amount of foam that's in each bottle. As you can see, starting with bottle 0, basically 0 foam. Bottle 1 has a little bit, just like here and there. Bottle 2, great amount. And bottle 3, obviously it's completely full. And these little bubbles, this foam, it's just little pockets full of carbon dioxide. So I want to leave you off by saying, don't make the same mistake as me. Don't forget to buy a siphon. And, oh, look, this guy's still getting here. He got some sugar. Well, thank you guys for watching my video. Have a great night.